Now, if African men take their lead from white men, what will happen is they will believe in the exploitation of women. If African men take their lead from white men, what will be common words in the African community are bitches, hoes, skeezers, things of that nature. Because you see, if you understood your African self, you would understand that Africa, first of all, was the origin of all civilization. Any form of life anywhere in the world had to come from the origin first. And if Africa is the origin of civilization, is it not through my womb through which everything exists? And if everything exists because of an African womb, does it not stand to reason that you respect, honor, love, and protect that particular species? And so what happens is, if African men take their definitions from a system that is dominated by white supremacy, racism, and capitalism, you will never be able to relate to an African woman. But what about the African women? Because African women make the same mistake. African women cannot take their definition of womanhood from a white feminist movement that is divorced from their... African women have got to be wise enough to formulate their own strategies and their own beliefs and their own understanding and their own philosophy. Now, it is interesting to me that in the white feminist movement, there seems to be a lot of hostility against men. Now, I would be mad if I were a white woman, and I would be mad if I had to sleep with the devil every night. So I understand why white women are pissed off. But I'll tell you one thing. Just because you don't like your man, just because your man raped and pillaged the entire world, just because your man invaded Grenada and Panama and South Africa, just because your man did that, don't put that responsibility on me. As an African woman, I have to have the intellectual capacity. I have to have the emotional depth. I have to have the psychological sturdiness to be able to distinguish between that which the society gives me and that which I need as an African woman. I love African men.